Today we're going to head to Osaka from Paris on Air France's 777-200 business class model. And as always, let's take a look at Seat Guru and see what the specs are. Opening up the app and putting in the information for your flight will populate the different aircraft formats and give you a key layout to take a look at that. I usually go with the first one, even though this says there's 4 different layouts, and just cross my fingers, hope I get the right one. These are angle lie flats. Not sure if they all have aisle access. We'll have to take a look when we get on board. Clicking on info gives you information for seat specs, a few other tips. And some of these also have photographs from other passengers that they've uploaded to give you a quick look around inside some of these cabin setups. Some of the pictures are good, some aren't so good, but when I get on board, I'll update you. Also looking at the Air France app, you can find some information on the full flat seat beds and entertainment, power outlets, and meals that you might get for this particular flight. Turns out that this layout looks like it has aisle access to every seat. That's a plus. Each seat came with its own coat hanger, a hygienically sealed blanket, a pillow for your neck, and some slippers for the flight. A brushing of the seats was an order from the previous flight. I always love it when they incorporate the airbag seat belts and partitions to your neighbor for extra privacy. That's a plus. And of course the pop-out screens, even though this was an older model screen. I'll go through that here in a little bit. The seat controls were nicer flush aluminum buttons that seemed to hold up well on older aircraft. A power outlet and USB port was easily accessible under the tray table area. And as normal, the handset could be used for entertainment purposes or gaming. Little headphone jack there, and an LED light over the shoulder. Opening up the shoulder closet gave you access to the mirror and the noise-canceling headset, which was already hardwired. At 6 feet tall, there was ample legroom in a sitting position, but it still seemed kind of tight for a 777, almost like the 787 setup. And the other thing was the armrest seemed a little skinny and set too far back for comfort. It was kind of awkward. The tray table tucked away nicely and neatly and was released with a lock switch. And once you unfolded it, it opened up into a nice large area where you could eat or work. Well, let's see if I can squeeze into these. They're always too small for me. I wear a US size 12. But there's nothing like having a pair of slippers to walk around the airplane, especially in those nasty bathroom stalls. So if they don't provide a pair for you, make sure you bring your own. Overhead bin space? Well, kind of small for this airplane. The cubicle did provide ample tabletop space for personal items, but this airplane was showing its age, with visible signs of wear and tear just about everywhere you looked. The standard Air France noise-canceling headsets. Light and comfortable to wear, but I think you'd be happier with your Beats or Bose if you have a personal set. All right, let's get back to this screen here. As I said, an older model. Not very responsive at times. You really had to touch it just right to get it to accept your command. But, as I said, an older screen, not as crisp and clear as some of the newer ones. At least they did have a good selection to choose from, an updated library of movies and entertainment. How about this Vanity kit? Nothing new to report here, same as always. Your standard stuff that Air France gives you. I did use it, but this time I didn't keep the kit bag. I've got 100 of them. I do love they hermetically seal the blankets, and it certainly passed the smell test. That's a plus. Hot towel service, both before departure and before landing. Boy, do I love that. Nice big roomy toilet. That's probably the handicapped toilet, which is why it has a little more room in it. But I do like room, and it's also touchless, which is nice for the age of the airplane. Not too bad. The seat cushions were kind of worn in, so they weren't as comfortable as they could be. Let's see what's for lunch. They served lunch and breakfast on this flight for me. And for lunch, I chose the chicken. No turn down service or a mattress, but at 6 feet tall, I fit, and it was comfortable enough to turn side to side, and that was enough.